Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024. 16 runners remain in our field. So in this round, we have a matchup of two runners that have raced each other many a time in the past through the Zelda 1 Randomizer showing circle. On the left, CJ, chessjerk. On the right, CFalcon. I can tell you, Io, this is going to be an extremely good matchup. Both runners are very familiar with the game as well as each other.
I hear you and I understand. For a Sweet 16 matchup, you couldn't find two better runners. And I'm excited. 3 seconds, here we go.
And we start at the wood sword screen, and it is one south of Death Armos, and CJ is checking it to see if it's an Armos item. It is not.
That would have been really nice to get an early Armos item, but it's a nice starting spot right here. Kind of right in the middle. You don't have to get out of anywhere.
Yeah, and so you also don't have to worry about screen scrolling to get to the other side of a river.
Yeah, and we have a ton of bomb options with these gorillas just sitting right next to start too. And some blue Octorods. Right there, CJ gets the bomb drop quick.
Nice to see level playing field on the bomb drops, and hey, the money for the mid secret's pretty good at 37 rupees. Oh hey,
yeah, with the mid being the high one, you gotta like that.
But CFalcon might not have liked that any road because that any road went to a recorder blocked screen.
Well, it's still not bad. It gets us a little closer to Death Mountain, and I didn't see. It looks like we're power bracelet start, so we're gonna get a quick power bracelet as well as another Armos check.
Meanwhile, we're finding a number of potion shops.
And
not gonna do anything right now, but later, just might.
And while we have a second, I want to give a big thank you to Seiryu X for being our tracker tonight. And they are already tracking, even though it's no items, but we at least have some coin tracks. Oh, that was a 245 blue ring. Rolled down just a bit. But 40 bombs. Ugh.
Oh, that's something you never want to see, is bombs rolling up. In this case, they rolled up to maximum.
Yeah, and we find level 8, and I'm not sure. That doesn't look like first quest 8 to me, so that could probably be second quest or shapes. And we do have red bubbles, so it's definitely not first quest.
That could be shapes, potentially. Or first quest. Hey, there's a turnstile room.
It looks like it is second quest. Hopefully we get a quick item, but if this is one of the spirals of doom, this is going to probably be a transport, as we'll have a lot of them.
Yep. Caution to the player if those transports get taken, because a couple of them are one-way stairs.
And that's always fun. And we're getting a lot of bunnies early, too. We got Dark Nuts in the overworld, so I'm guessing we're probably going to find Wiz Robes probably here in the dungeon somewhere. And yes, this is definitely a second quest 8, as we just keep going around.
I can't say I blame CFalcon for leaving second quest 8 early. That is a long dungeon with a massive time commitment. Especially early.
the only good thing is you at least get 3 items in 8, so that's about the only good thing out of that. And CJ's gonna take his chances in here for at least a few looks. We get an early forgotten spot.
Nothing wrong with that. At least that way you have no chance of forgetting it.
That is true. But unfortunately we don't find anything, but we do find more bomb droppers, so hopefully we can get some more bombs. Hopefully we can find a dungeon that is not 8, but at least CFalcon looks like they're going to go and find out what the Armos item is really quick.
Nice escape by CJ, who's almost cornered by the bunny.
Yeah, that was a lot of buddies in there.
Barnacle Rock does not break.
And not getting good drops. In fact, gets no drops.
You hate to see that.
Alright, let's give them something good under these Armos. Well, that's a book.
Does a book count as good? I would say so.
You know, this early in the seed, if we get a good, big secret, that would be amazing to have. But we still have to find hints, too.
So let's see what the book does now that CFalcon has it. Because now it sounded like everyone was sleeping. Not so fast.
Looky there, we found hints.
Wow.
Alright, now let's just give them some money, and then we can know where some things are.
CJ was just given a key.
Oh, looky there, there's some money. CJ definitely doing a lot more exploration in this 8. Let's hope he finds something for his troubles. CFalcon finding all the mid secrets. Still needs a little bit more to get all 3 secrets, or all 3 hints.
Then hits a whammy and loses 17 on the door repair.
That's not a bad door repair. 2 off minimum. Hopefully, trying to look for more bombs. We have plenty of bomb droppers, that's for sure.
Well, that Gleeok was locked away in Zelda's room.
And that's always a good sign. Alright, so at least CFalcon will get a few checks here.
Oh, now we know what dungeon had the power bracelet. Oh! CJ just popped out from a stair, got the wand, so that is a major offensive advantage. While CFalcon's getting hints, we've got a ladder in 7. That is nasty. That is a very nasty place for a ladder.
Yeah, and we also saw a magic, or an any key hint being in level 3, so that's going to help if they are low on keys.
So both runners, as Chad alludes to, coming up with a pretty big find.
Yes.
For CFalcon, knowledge. For CJ,
I would say,
combat.
Oh yeah, I would say CJ has a much bigger advantage, as CFalcon may not go back to that 8 for a while. But that large secret, 85, it's not terrible, but it's not good.
Great. Not great, but not impressive.
Having that 37 medium secret definitely is helping, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this a poverty seed by any stretch of the imagination, but it is definitely a seed where the money is subpar.
Yeah. Well, one thing is for sure, CJ said in the race room before we started, he doesn't feel like this is a 16 heart seed. Well, we're almost 10 minutes in and nobody's seen a heart.
That's true, and we've got a level 9 sighting by CFalcon, who found it at the base of a waterfall.
That is an awfully bad place to find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's away from everything. But CJ finding a lot of money in this 8 as well, too.
Which is very helpful because Pulse Voice, which we often refer to as bunnies in the community, are part of the rupee dropping group, and they will drop money rather frequently.
And as you said, there are some nickels.
And two of the any rows are in the desert right next to each other. Thanks, game!
That is, I mean, it's kind of nice because it puts you a little bit towards the right, but man, I would not give these any roads a passing grade today.
Nope, that's basically a D- at best.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And CJ finding the Triforce.
And CJ's gonna grab it. Now CJ spent a long time in that level 8. As CFalcon finds a candle shop and purchases a blue one, time to light the world on fire.
And that was a cheap candle, too. He just had just enough to get it. That helps. And finds one for his
speaking of helps, high level 1.
Well, we know that it's not second quest. It's very first quest-ish looking like right now, but we don't really know for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting first quest front half, second quest back. Oh, hi, red candle, just chilling there.
Well, you gotta buy the blue candle to find the red candle, so there you go.
Yeah, it's that old cliche, it's that old instance of buy one thing, get the upgrade right after because the game knows, and there's a recovery heart, so just like that, CFalcon, rather heart container, so just like that. The only thing CFalcon needs is the stair item.
And CFalcon left before that old man finished what he was saying.
He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah. Man, this is a quick one. Just looking for the stairs now.
Yeah, just the stairs, because that Triforce... Oh, a Wizrobe just said, surprise! Oh, please
no.
Do not let it be that blue Wizrobe room, because that would be disgusting.
Oh, it would be so much. And he's only got one key and so many key blocks, but will he go ahead and try for it? No.
Nah, he's grabbing the Triforce at least. I wouldn't even attempt that room without a blue ring at the minimum.
Well, at least the one good thing is we're still very early in the seed, and that red candle is going to be good in case they get bopped by a red bubble.
Not only that, a strategy that I picked up on just from watching others is that whenever you have second quest enemies on, red candle is a great way to damage boost past red bubbles.
Very true. CJ finding his book, and he will get his hints very shortly, as he definitely has enough money. And level 6, not too far away. All right. So this is First Quest 6, so these guys at least know where they're going. And we get the pancakes, and great time to have red candle.
Oh, yes.
Stack them up. That's a lot of pancakes.
I think the last time I saw that many pancakes getting cooked, I was at an IHOP.
You know, I don't think I've ever been to an IHOP. Now that I've seen it, but never been to one. And there's a hint about level 3. Sorry, what were you saying?
So, that's interesting, because that could be Candle Row, that could be a raft spot.
Yeah, at least we know it's by the lake somewhere. And we can at
Or
least
it could
burn
be
all the bushes
Recorder
now.
Lake.
So that hint actually works for Recorder Lake as well?
Yes, it does. I've seen it work for Recorder Lake. I don't know if it'll work for the location of Second Quest 3, which is where First Quest 2 is, because in Second Quest, that room is a Recorder Lake. And on the coast is CJ's favorite, Gotta Have Heart.
Well, CJ's seeing a heart finally, but can't pick it up.
A sad day. Here's the stair. Is this the item, or is it no, it's the transport?
Well, at least we know the next one will definitely be the item.
Right into a Moldorm room.
And this will be a good bomb drop if he took a bop. I don't know if he did or not. I guess he didn't since he killed it.
Good find. Oh, geez. Danger Noodles and CFalcon can't get out of that one.
Well, you got
CJ
the slow
finding
ones. And then immediate fast ones.
Bit of a mean joke there.
Oh, and those, what do you call them? I always
Souls.
forget. Yeah, rolling up.
Yeah, anytime you get the Zols, after they split, they become gels. Anytime you get those to roll up, it's kind of gross.
Yeah. And CJ over in level 5, we're finding some slow ones. Hopefully he doesn't find fast ones right after. And level 5, that was on the coast, I believe.
I believe so too, as CJ finds the transport stair. Chat pointing out that the stair in 5 is ladder blocked.
Well, we already knew
finds out
that.
about the red candle.
Although, I guess CJ has yet to find level 1, or a candle for that matter, so they can't find level 1 until a candle.
And there's the power bracelet that CFalcon saw a hint for, but... Okay.
Yeah, I don't think CJ bought those hints. And we finally find a Take Any cape.
Now we found a manhandler. There's level 3.
Very nice. And this will be good for key counts if they find it. So you might as well use all your keys in here.
Yeah, use one instead of dealing with a room full of danger noodles. Yeah, I'm using that key myself.
Yeah, would not blame you at all. Although, getting eaten by all of these pancakes, that's not how it's supposed to work.
And we get a bomb upgrade here, and that's a paltry upgrade.
Just 2. That's men.
That's a heart. Be careful here.
And chat was asking, yes, red candle is candle block, so you have to buy the blue candle to get the red candle. And
Well,
there's bow in 3.
Yeah, here's a great find. The hit was for the any key, but you got the bow anyway as a nice bonus.
I mean, 3 is stacked.
Very much so. And this is a thing that can happen with helpful hints, is that you can go somewhere or some area to chase one thing, be it a dungeon or an item, and you come across something else that also happens to be very helpful.
Yeah, I'd definitely say it's good to find the bow first. But this 3 is so small, they're going to clear it all finding both items, unless it's like recorder blocked.
Or past those danger noodles.
Now, you still got 2 keys to spend. You might as well just blow through them.
I'd be careful about that, personally, but that's just me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, there's Triforce, but yeah, CFalcon will dig out this any key.
Not in any key, but bombs are always helpful.
Yep, especially since our upgrades for bombs are not looking good today.
Yeah, for this seed, they're bad, actually.
Yep, they are graded with the any roads. And CFalcon finding everything but the any key at this point.
He didn't even need that compass, to be honest.
Thankfully, he knows the any key is here, unlike chessjerk, who
just found the white
would not.
sword.
That's a good find in 5.
Chat calling out that it's ladder blocked. I'm not even sure how you're supposed to get that logically.
And there is the Triforce out of 5, and it's literally last location for CFalcon. And it's a Gleeok.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
no.
3-headed Gleeok.
And he doesn't even want to.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him.
Oh, I guess he does have one more room.
Yeah, he runs past the danger noodles.
Oh, could the any key also be ladder block?
No,
right.
It's being guarded by that darn Gleeok. At 5 hearts, no mail in that room.
Not gonna be
fun. Would not want to do that right now. It would be helpful, but just because you can doesn't mean you should.
And doing the smart thing, picking up the Triforce, and still has 2 keys, so it's not terrible. chessjerk picking up their candle, so they'll be able to find level 1 very shortly. So we're not too far into this match, and we've already found a good amount of knowledge. We have 6 of the 9 dungeons found. We have the book, we have one of the hints, and we have the bow, which is huge.
And we've seen both hint shops, but we don't know what the hints on the second hint shop are, as CJ is stepped into level 6. Oh, and chat, just to clarify, King Gleeok is still a 3-headed monster, even in Tears of the Kingdom.
That is a game I have yet to play.
It's worth it, believe me. But anyway.
No, not gambling with our 120 rupees, or are we?
I think he walked in there by accident.
Have we seen the letter yet?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, and what's the money boss blocking? Stairway.
Transport stair, and oh look, the forest holds level 4.
Well, that's nice.
But CFalcon's not interested right now.
I'm actually kind of surprised at that. At least just, dipping in there to see if you find a quick item. I mean, 4 is not that big of a dungeon. It's pretty linear as well, since it's first quest 4.
It is, but at the same time, it could be... Oh, I see.
Oh,
He
okay.
wants arrows. That makes sense. We've already seen a lot of bunnies in this seed. The arrows are definitely for dealing with that.
Do not blame him one bit for going out of the way to get that. That is a great pickup. But unfortunately, it's going to cost us a key right off the bat. And it's ladder blocked.
And an immediate ladder block.
So, well, we're up to 3 required items today. 4, technically, with the candle.
And I just thought of something. What if the silvers wind up being beyond the ladder block and 4? Oh, hi, level 7! This will help.
We are just missing level 2 at this point.
And this appears to be a pirouette.
Yes, because you know the ladder's in 7. You're going in there to get that ladder.
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, those hints are paying off right now for CFalcon.
Oh, and there's a "You Are Here" hit for CJ in level 6.
Oh, and a heart. He finally, after 26 minutes, the guy who loves more hearts gets a heart. I feel sad for CJ.
CFalcon taking the transport stair. I like this strategy for the double spirals to take stairs, especially in 7, because 7, you have to take stairs to get to certain parts of the dungeon. That's just how it is.
It's just too big, yeah. And unfortunately, CJ is blocked from the Triforce from this side. Alright, giving up a heart, yeah. I mean, bombs are precious.
And the bomb upgrade is not great in this seed, so max
Nope.
bombs, not something you want to give up.
And unfortunately, CFalcon also not doing so well with money, so yeah, you give up the heart because you're going to need the money and the bombs.
Chat calling out that CFalcon picked up the magical boomerang somewhere. I did not see where.
I was not paying attention. I was looking over at CJ's side. But if that's true, then we're just looking for a stair, I'm guessing, for the ladder.
So, chat's calling out it was in level 7. That would be tough to see on this background, admittedly. Oh, and chat, I just figured I'd mention this because I saw this question about can you go down to 2 hearts? No. If you have 3 hearts and you give up a heart, you enter a state what is known as zombie mode, where you show 0 hearts on your HUD, yet you are still able to move.
Becomes an Oko situation.
Yeah, it becomes a 1-hit KO because any hit finishes you off. There's the ladder.
Ladder on the floor. Now that was a good pickup. So I'm guessing whatever chat may have seen was probably just because of the color palette.
Possibly, I don't know. Either way, we've got the ladder. And chat pointing out that even a bubble would cause a KO. And level 6 is double heart.
Well, CJ finally getting his hearts, but that's not really what he's looking for at the moment. Unfortunately, CFalcon finding all the good items, and
Oh,
there's
so
the
that's
recorder.
the actual item in 7. It was not a magical boomerang. It was a recorder.
All right, now we'd love to see a. Oh my God, it's right there! Wow,
Yeah, it was a
super room
super
to
room.
finish 7.
Yeah, so levels 3 and 7 to this point, having the goods. And if I'm CFalcon, I'm beelining it back to 4 because it's right next door, and you've got the ladder needed.
Oh yeah. I mean, CFalcon is just moving at this point. They're gonna, and there's immediate Triforce in 4.
Speaking of Triforces, CJ just grabs a 1 out of 1 after getting the rupee boss. Now, he could go right back in and grab those rupees again.
As CFalcon is leaving 4, and I understand, you know, you just picked up the recorder, you're still missing a couple dungeons. You can always record her back there for 2 quick items.
There's our white sword item.
And more heart. And CFalcon can go
and it's
to the
giving
coast.
me an idea. And hey, I got a graphics idea for seeds where we have hearts that are multiple like that. But I'll keep that in the back pocket for now.
Yeah, CFalcon can go to the coast, pick up another heart. We probably will not see a mags check with these 2 runners today, but you never know.
Oh, we are seeing a level 5 check, and CFalcon can ladder clip, so he could get that white sword that's here.
That is true, and having Betty is pretty good this early on. Especially since he does not have the one from 8 that he left.
Yeah, but I get why CFalcon left 8 early. It was first dungeon, it's big. He wanted to see more of the overworld, so there's a bit of a time trade-off with CJ's long dig of level 8.
And CFalcon once again deciding always best to record her back here to 5. Just gonna start collecting all of these Triforces. So leaving a lot, but really they just need to find the silvers and level 2, and they're in go mode.
Yeah, and the only thing that would really stop level 2 from being found right now is requiring the raft. That would be disgusting.
Yeah, thankfully it's only 2 checks.
And that blue Wizrobe room was the stair item in 1. And it's the wooden boomerang. Stop me if you've heard that one before.
Well, it's nice to have one fully cleared. As CFalcon will probably have to go back there to clear that if they can't find silvers. But it's not fun to see. And looks like we have more Final Fantasy for recorder tunes.
Ah, so it's the train that gets suplexed.
Oh, and there is the other hints, and they are expensive.
Yeah, more expensive than the first hints, and unfortunately, CFalcon only having 13 rupees at time of finding them, he's not going to be able to do anything with that. But perhaps
and immediately gets 85.
Will send him back that way.
He needs about 140 to get all 3, but at 104 could get at least 2 of them. And if you were to get a silver's hint, that would be huge.
Yes, that would be massive. It would also be big to find a hint that says, sail not to save the princess, because that means you wouldn't have to worry about looking for the raft.
Also true. And it looks like he will buy at least a couple of them. Well,
Thanks,
that
Dan.
one doesn't help.
Now he
And that
knows not to
helped.
go back to 1. That was the best hint he could have gotten for his money right there. It's not a
Yes.
hint. What's in 1? Now he knows he doesn't have to go back.
I mean, it's bad that it didn't help on him finding something new, but it helps him save time in the late game.
Absolutely, as CJ has the bow out of 3, and we just got the letter.
Finding everything. So we have one hint left to buy, and then a bunch of hints in dungeons that might help us. But I would say the book definitely paid off for CFalcon today.
Absolutely.
And chessjerk does pick up the bow, and is going to be happy if they do stick this out and find the any key as well. But they're at 5 keys, so it's not a huge advantage. And CFalcon now has enough to buy the last hint, but nowhere close to it anymore.
Still, he's going to continue checking the dead woods for that final dungeon.
So where do we think level 2 is? Have we seen any of Death Mountain yet?
Nope. There's a good chance that it's there, but then again, it is also possible that it's not there whatsoever, and Falcon's just going to grab a heart as CJ goes down.
Well, I'm hoping that it will be on the river ladder spots so that we'll get to see more of this world before they make it back there.
And that screen scroll that CFalcon just did allows him to skip the dead wood.
And all of a sudden, CFalcon up to 9 hearts. Impressive.
Very. Now, if he were to find one more heart, he would have a 20% chance of picking up the magical sword.
It's too bad he gave a heart away earlier.
Well, I mean, it's not like he had much of a choice.
Yeah, I know. And, well, that's pretty normal prices there for our potions.
Well, let's see. The blue is on a discount at 35. The red rolled up to 74. It's definitely a Pepsi night, unless you are trying to go fast and consider a small rupee difference to be insignificant.
4 rupees for, what, like 6 seconds?
Hey, you never know. I've seen races be decided by some tight margins.
Very true.
And yep, the Gleeok had the any key and CJ has it.
And I really don't know if CFalcon's really carrying. I mean, he's still on 3 keys, so it hasn't hurt him once yet. But he does know where it's at in the end, so if he ever does run out of keys, he knows where to go back to get it. And he even knows what room it's in.
There's a bomb force for CFalcon.
Yeah, and CFalcon also getting the last big secret, so we'll not have any money troubles the rest of this race, I would imagine. And we have our last
Grace
dungeon.
Spot Death Mountain.
So I'm pretty sure CFalcon has seen every dungeon themselves.
Has them on.
They've barely entered 8 and barely entered 6. So they will have to dig both of those dungeons out as well. These arrows working out nicely here in 2.
Now, in the first quest 2, there's only one instance in which you will see a stair appear. That would be either an old man or Zelda's room blocking off the 2 rooms at the top of the dungeon. It's a rarity, but I've seen it happen before, so it is worth mentioning.
I didn't know it could do that.
Yeah, I think that happened first tournament I entered. Granted, this was like 5 years ago, but still, it's a thing that can happen.
Well, it's looking like this enemy set is pretty nice for this level 2. And they're just looking for 2 floor items, so they know at least what they're looking for. CFalcon is doing a very good job of counting today.
Oh, shoot.
Very nice on that Dig Dogger. Well, there's one.
And that's a heart.
There's 2.
Another heart. So now, just like that, back-to-back hearts, and CFalcon now has a 40% chance of picking up the magical sword upon finding where it is.
The
I don't
one
think
thing,
we've
though,
seen that cave yet.
I think CFalcon is done checking spots. He knows where all the dungeons are at. I don't think he finds magical sword. So I don't think it matters his count at this point. He's going to go to dungeons at this point. And I am wrong.
He may just be checking this corner to see if this is up here. And that's the white sword item hint. So CJ hasn't found 2 because he hasn't been up to Death Mountain.
And unfortunately, CFalcon not finding anything helping up here. But he is still pretty close to level 8, so he's probably just checking on his way back to level 8.
Yeah, which makes sense. So our white sword item was also our coast item, which was a heart container.
So when we saw chessjerk in here earlier, he found the 1 in 8, but that's all he found. So there are still 2 items in this 8 unknown. And chessjerk in 7, we know this is the correct answer because 7 was stacked.
Oh, it really was. It had the recorder, which is why exiting dungeons like this, which is what CFalcon's doing, isn't a bad strategy.
And here's our super room. It'll have the recorder and the Triforce. So both runners now on a find the silvers and go. Though chessjerk still needs to get up to Death Mountain to find level 2 as well. Almost feels like CFalcon is pushing to get to level 9 and then maybe hoping the silvers are in there.
Yeah, well, the second quest 9, it's not a bad strategy because, well, second quest 9 has fewer stairs. I think it's 2 transport stairs, 2 basement stairs for items, and a one-way stair. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, the only problem with with second quest 9 is you only get 1 hint from one old man in there. So it's a rare chance if you hear or see anything about silver.
So it's literally a throw of the dice, for lack of a better term.
Though it does look like CFalcon is at least digging out this 6.
Which would be 2 heart containers, if I remember this right.
Yes, I think you are right. And it looks like he's digging it out because he has cleared most of the 6 already.
Makes sense.
I think. Well, no, that was the other, or 2 at Chevy Room Heart. Yeah, both runners are going to end up having a lot of hearts. And it looked so low at the beginning.
Yeah, it took a while for the first heart container to drop. And then once they were all found, they just kept on coming and they don't stop coming.
Yep, and with that, CFalcon has 8 Triforces. And will he go on? Level 9 is up at the waterfall area. Unfortunately, there's no real dungeon close to that. Level 8 might be the closest. CFalcon might be going to 4 here since he left both items in 4.
Yeah, the Triforce was right there in the Chevy, so
Yep.
it made sense.
Literally hasn't seen anything but this room.
And what was the hint that I think we're about to see the hint that CFalcon was not able to grab.
It was the this one. And it was the recorder hint, so that does not help either runner.
Yeah, so that would have been huge had that been the silver hint, but not to be.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, we're just like both runners just looking for silver, so that's all the hints we're looking for. chessjerk getting his arrows, that's going to help with the bunnies.
Very much so. Can't say I've seen any gomas yet, but the arrows are definitely more for the bunnies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it just saves so much time. CJ gonna find more hints here. Unfortunately, if he buys them, it's not gonna help.
One Doma and 8, and that could have been blocking a stair. if that wasn't the other end of a transport stair that somebody popped out of, that could have very easily been Goma blocked silvers, which would be gross.
Yep, we're still missing 2 items in that 8. Yeah, I think at this point, CFalcon's not too worried about keys. Still has 4 and knows where the any key is.
Like Leok.
And as we talk about it, there's 2 more keys. And a bomb refill station. So, chessjerk is... I'm guessing this is the first time chessjerk's been up here in the casino corner.
Yep, he's... Looks like he's looking at the Lost Hills first.
I imagine he's just gonna route Death Mountain in with all of this.
Yeah, but he's only got 1 bomb. So that could be a problem.
Yep, wait. You can find a pawn shop. I don't remember where they are.
Oh, hi, Red Ring.
Ooh,
Just sitting there on the floor.
That is a nice find in 4. Unfortunately, it still does not help, but it helps with being on wood sword for sure.
They say defense wins championships, and there's the raft. We do not need that, so...
It's just burnt logs today.
We could have an interesting situation for level 9. We shall see.
Yep. Unfortunately, 2Q9, not the great equalizer, but if CJ were to finish off this level 2 up here and go straight to 9, we could have an interesting finish.
And we've already had a number of interesting and close finishes throughout this tournament between main bracket and best of the rest.
Very true. And this is the 9 play for CFalcon. So we have 2 items in here. But while we're in here, we're also listening for Ganon, who will roar at us 1 room away. And a door that won't open when we kill all the enemies in there. And that'll tell us where Zelda's at. But first we need to find those silvers. And not shoot rooms.
It's a shoot room with a single shutter door. This could be the kidnapped.
Ah, that's true. I didn't see the door. Oh, look, it is!
It is, so Zelda has been found.
So already one of the 3 things we need. So it looks like outstanding. We have silvers, magical boomerang, and 2 hearts outstanding.
There's the paper. There's the letter for CFalcon, and the hint is where the beast is. So, in terms of hints, unfortunately, that means we have no silver hint. But at least that's the key hint for, well, that point in time where we have silvers.
Yep. And also, we are down to just 2 choices. The silvers are either going to be here in 8 or 9.
Here in 9 or level 8, I get you.
Yep.
Oh, there it is! There's our Argentum. That is go mode for CFalcon, and with a hint for where the beast is and the knowledge he has, the clock is ticking for chessjerk in this game 1.
And picking up that red ring is going to pay dividends because CFalcon's going to have to do this on wood sword. So he's going to need 15 hits with that wood sword. Oh, and he might lose it, but does a great candle strat there. And there's
the war.
Ganon.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon. Chevy Room Ganon fight is not easy. This is going to be pretty gross. 15 hits with the wood sword. Hyrule Driver does 1 heart of damage, and he's already taken 2.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get him.
Oh, and the fireball pushes him into Ganon for the driver out of nowhere back to start. But CFalcon knows exactly where he needs to go.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get that stun lock inside of a Chevy room because Ganon doesn't like to travel well around water.
Yeah, I swear that water totters with his usual movement pattern.
At least CFalcon has a red potion, so even if he was to lose his sword before the Ganon fight, he'd be able to get it right back.
As well as get a full bar of health.
Hence, he just took a red bubble. And Wizrobes right before Ganon too. It's just a rough 9, but it's a fast 9.
It's not the worst 9 I've seen. And for those who are familiar, one seed I called in the Pentaforce tournament had a dastardly, diabolical 9. I will leave it at that. Ooh, this looks good.
Oh, yeah, he's got 8 hits already. Very nice by CFalcon.
Absolutely. He got this pig lock. Down goes Ganon. We got bacon. CFalcon is the Triforce of Power and is heading for Zelda. CJ finds level 2.
Just a few minutes too late, unfortunately. In the end, I believe those hints, those early hints for CFalcon, are what gave him the big advantage. But
I agree.
Get your GGs for your race winner, CFalcon.
Yep. With that, CFalcon takes game 1 with an official time of 56 minutes, 55 seconds. And very shortly thereafter, CJ called it a night.
Very fast seed, and CJ would not have been too far behind, I imagine. Probably heading straight to 9 right after that.
And we are now joined by both runners, CJ and CFalcon. GG to the both of you. How are you both feeling?
Thank you. GG, CFalcon.
Yeah, GG's. I guess I was quite a bit ahead, but I'm as nervous about it as someone can be who could not mash the potion button fast enough on Ganon and just got drivered out of existence.
I mean,
yeah, that was just an unfortunate womble combo of fireball into driver.
I'm assuming I just did everything in the wrong order.
Not necessarily. The one big difference is that of the 2 hint sets, CJ, the hint set you bought second was the first hint set CFalcon bought much earlier, so he had knowledge of where the ladder was.
I didn't feel like I had the ladder that late, though. I don't know.
He had it earlier.
I had it, CZ Tracker would be so kind. It was just under 30 minutes, I mean, it still took me a while to find 7. Of course, I walked into 4, saw the ladder block 4, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I need to find 7 to get this ladder. Walk 1 screen south. Oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean, I dug the ladder out of 7 the first try, and then did the exact same thing without the hint. But I think it was around the same time. I'm guessing I just checked too much Overworld, not on Death Mountain. That's my assumption.
That and your level 8 was significantly longer than CFalcon. You both found it early, but CFalcon dipped out after a bit. You stayed through to the 1, and that did give you a combat advantage, as neither of you picked up the white sword. Mags is nowhere to be found.
Well, I know where it is. I got the hint. It's on Death Mountain.
Death Mountain.
And the white sword was ladder blocked. So.
That it was. Pretty mean thing to do. Ladder block the offensive upgrade.
Yeah, I guess I also spent too much time in 3, too much time in 5, too much time in 6. I mean, I don't know.
Well, one major thing, and CFalcon can probably attest to this, he picked up at least 3 Triforces and went straight out in 3 different dungeons. So did not spend a lot of time in, 4, 5, and 7?
Well, okay, to be fair, I went back to 4. Before going into 9. So I pulled Red Ring and saw the raft. 5 I had the hint PB. The PB we started with was one of the items, so not knowing whether that's staircase or floor, I left because I don't know exactly what I'm looking for. 8, it's 2Q8. Thank you. No, thank you. But I think I want to ask the columns. I'm not losing my mind, right? That 3-headed Gleeok and 3 had the any key.
Yep.
You are correct.
Okay, because I only had like 4 hearts the first time. I didn't bother killing it. I just marked it there in case I needed to go back and I had key problems later.
Yeah, that's
But
not like one
did.
of those just because you can doesn't mean you should deals, so I totally get it.
Yeah, I can definitely see how I wasted a lot of time in full clearing 5 if you just took the Triforce and ran. I'm assuming if I had the hint that the power price was in there, I might have done the same.
Very possible, I could see that.
Or I guess if silvers aren't in 9, then I'm in much better shape too.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine, CJ, once you clear 2, you were probably headed to 9.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going back to 4, I'm not going back to 8, so I mean 9's the play.
Mm-hmm.
And that 9 CFalcon, that was, under 2 minutes to find everything?
Yeah, because Zelda was just right to start. The silvers are also on that right side, and while you're on the way to silvers, the one old man in 9 tells you that, oh yeah, by the way, Ganon's in the northeast. You just run straight north to the ear, and he's there.
Nice.
So you really weren't that far behind, CJ. Once you got 2, go to 9, boom. You were probably less than 5 minutes away from finishing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends. I probably full clear too, looking for silvers at the very least.
Well, yeah, that's it.
So I mean, I'm not sure how long that would have taken, but
Actually, both items in 2 were one right after the other. They were quick.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you would have added a couple hearts to your total, just walking north. So
I had 12. I was ready.
Yeah, early on, I was like, well, CJ called it. It's not going to be 16 hearts today because y'all didn't find any, and then all of a sudden you found them all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they were all under stuff I didn't have access to right away, for sure.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, knowing CJ's tendencies, I was a little annoyed at the free as hell candle shop and the cheap candle.
It oddly enough, my route took me away from the purchasing a blue candle. I didn't have a candle for a long time, which also may not have helped.
Yeah, I mean, I just didn't get to like the 10-minute mark when I saw. I mean, and obviously I bought mine as well because the take annies were
all blocked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just things worked out all right in the seed. One of these days I'm gonna get unlucky and 2Q8 when I skip it like that. It's gonna have bow, ladder, and silvers all in it at once, and it's not gonna go very well. But
no, I mean, obviously my tendencies are well known. I will tend not to gamble, and I will tend to overclear, and I definitely do well in non-jet seeds because I mean, again, if silvers aren't a 9, if they're somewhere else, I mean, I guess in the seed it wouldn't have mattered much because I would have gone to 9 too, and not gone to 4 or 8. So I wouldn't have helped here. But I mean, if it's a situation where they're on there, I mean, if the silvers are in 5, and you take a first 2 Triforce and don't go back, I mean, that could be a whole different story too. But that's rando.
Yep.
Yep.
So have you all decided on a date for the next game?
Tomorrow night, same time, maybe same place. Who knows?
Yep.
I hope so.
Same bat time, maybe same bat channel.
Same bat channel-ish.
Yeah.
Well, both of you guys
Didn't
put
wanna
on an
catch that,
amazing run
folks.
today.
Sorry, what was that, Leslie?
You're definitely gonna want to watch that, folks.
All right. We'll do it again.
I know I'll at least be watching. It's just that having to work early means this one I could definitively call for sure, or at least put my name in. But yeah, I was glad to be able to call this one because this is a very good matchup. You both put on a heck of a show. Give both our runners a follow. They're awesome. They both do great things.
Thank you for comms and tracking and everything else.
Yeah, thanks.
Anytime, guys. Anytime. And as well, feel free to give either myself or my co-com a follow if you feel so inclined as well. Also, other things coming up is that the dates for SG Live were recently revealed. Just have to find that information. Oh, wait, what? So, once again, SG Live will be held at the Hilton Washington Dullies from October 3rd through October 6th. Well, all ticket sales and hotel reservations aren't open yet. The dates are known and made available, so the planning can begin. Also, they're taking submissions for SNES Superstars. With the dates of that being June 14th through the 24th, held on SpeedGaming. And submissions are open if anybody is interested. I might submit something again, we shall see. Anyway.
I'm thinking about learning a new game and submitting for that. It's always a fun time.
Can confirm, I have submitted something myself and done commentary for that for a couple of runs. So yeah, it is a good time. Absolutely. So, final thoughts on the seeds, everyone.
I'm going to bed.
That's a good final thought.
Well, not really, but that's how I feel. So.
well, my final thought is GG's to CJ. God, this matchup feels like it's years in the making. By the way,
I disagree entirely.
Okay.
Well,
it
we'll
has
settle
been
it.
years.
We'll settle it tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see.
That's fair enough for GG's, and I'll see you tomorrow night for game 2.
Yep, same. GG, and see you tomorrow night.
Absolutely, and with that, that's just about gonna bring us to a close. Stay tuned to the SpeedGaming family of networks, as well as Zelda 1 Randomizer and Zelda 1 Randomizer 2 for all the matches in both the Zelda 1 Randomizer Championship bracket, as well as Best of the Rest tournament. And with that, Hio, how about you take us out of here for the evening?
All right. Just one big thank you again to our runners. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, SaberUX. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And I hope everybody has a great night and a good Friday. And good night.
Stay kind and stay safe. So long, everyone.